Y'all started doing the one-on-ones for offensive line, defensive line. Watching the film of that, has anything stuck out to you?
Yeah, the D-line is, when they're not thinking about anything rushing the passer, we got some pretty athletic kids. You know, hopefully they'll get to the quarterback when we're rushing the passer.
Offensive line, 2 seniors, I think, overall. Is that a concern of yours? Or looking at it as a
Not really.
positive that you've got so many guys
We've got
coming
3
up?
guys, really, I think, that started almost every game last year, or close to it. So, center and the right tackle. Rice didn't start, but he's had all spring, and he's taking every snap here. Actually looks better than some guys we've had in the past. So I think he's going to be pretty good.
And how would you evaluate how they played so far? I mean, it's early.
How
the Lions played so far?
Some days it looks pretty good. Other days they go to sleep and forget stuff. I can tolerate, like I said, physical errors, but mental errors I don't have much time for. That's because that's just preparation and knowing what your job is.
You said you like what you've seen of Sam Rice. Can you elaborate a little? What do you like about him? You said
he's real physical. He is aggressive. And he's got a finish. He plays the play a long time, just like Gottschalk does. Plays the play longer than opponent.
What do you expect out of Pope this year?
Out of who?
Pope.
Kevin Pope, yeah, he played quite a bit on special teams for us last year, and then of course got a lot of time on defense too. And he's given us a lot of leadership in there. He and Rambo are 2 pretty good football players.
J.R. Richardson seems to look good now.
Yeah, JR's played well. He played well until he got hurt last year. He was really coming on, and he's kind of what we thought he was, and so is JR. Those 2 guys, had we had them last year, I think we would have been in a little better shape. But they've worked through their injuries, and they're really, really athletic and fast.
And would you expect him to be in the mix?
Yes, I sure do. Yep. I'm going to hold him out because of his knee. Same thing with JR. I'm not going to.
Are he and Horace all the way back as far as explosiveness and acceleration and everything?
They look like they are. The stop and go is. I don't think a knee injury you really know until the game starts. Some guys are flying all around your feet and everything.
You got a solid group of receivers. Talk about where Derek Thompson kind of fits in there.
Well, he's a senior, and he and Keenan played a lot of football for us, and their time to kind of take a step to the next level, and they've worked real hard to do that, and they've looked like that in camp, that they've taken it to the next level.
Coach, this is my first day out here. Could you talk about the caliber of this new conference and just the overall excitement of being in the American?
Yeah, well, this is the first year we're in a BCS conference. Anytime I've played anywhere, so if you win the deal, you get to go to one of those big bowls and get a paycheck. So, you hope that you can hang in there and just get a shot to win the conference. Whether we get off the right foot quickly is going to really kind of give us kind of where we are. I think we have to start fast, and because we got some pretty tough games throughout the middle of that schedule.
Does it go both ways as far as the challenges of seeing new opponents because they haven't seen you guys as well?
Well, I think that yes, to answer your question, the style of play is definitely different. They haven't seen, I don't think, just looking at the films that I looked last year on all those guys in that conference, they aren't, I don't think, used to playing the type of ball that the West Coast or in the South is playing right now. But they line up in the eye, and they line up and just power and kick your rear end. They're real physical teams. So we're not used to seeing that anymore. So I think it is kind of an interesting matchup.
Talk about Joyner and where he's another of the senior leaders you talked about.
Randall Joyner, he's a captain. I mean, he's just one of those guys that just tells you he can line everybody up, line everybody up on defense. He's just a real leader. And, he kind of brings everybody along with him,
At what point this fall do you go from getting one ready for the season to focusing a lot on Texas Tech in that first game?
Well, we usually go about 2 weeks before the first game. We're already doing some Tech stuff, but mostly it'll be about 2 weeks before the first game.